Hello, my name's Mr. Cool460, and today I'll be ranking all 36 Kirby copy abilities in Kirby and the Forgotten Lands. 36. Sleep. I just really don't like this copy ability due to the fact that, you move like 3 or 4 steps, then you slow down, then you fall asleep. And you can button mash to pop the bubble easily. And the only good thing about this copy ability is it heals you. Although I've never really gotten it, I've only gotten it so I can, have it here. Besides that, it's useless. 35. Deep sleep. This is pretty much like sleep, except, you get to choose whenever you go to bed and you don't move as slowly, you see? But whenever you do, you take out a bed, cover up, and you just shake the bed to wake up faster by button mashing and wiggling the controller. But if you sleep the full duration, it can either give you double health, damage, higher damage, or speed. As you can see, I got damage. Besides that, it's also useless. Oh, and if you don't get the full duration of sleep, you will just recover health. Number 35, Flora Tornado. So, it's not really that it's bad, it's more I just don't like the way it looks, and it says grace and elegance, and the tornado in general is just hard to control. Like, look how much I'm bouncing around. And its attack is pretty bad, like spinning around in a tornado. That's all you can do, or you can fling opponents like that. Besides that, useless. 33, Tornado. So, like Flora Tornado, its attacks are bad, spinning in a tornado and launching enemies that are in the tornado. But I do like, instead of being a duck, you like have an actual tornado on your head, not just a duck with the wind on its head. So, like, that's kind of cool, but besides that, I just don't like this copy ability. Number 32, Bomb. Okay, so, it's not that I don't like the bomb power-up, it's just this one thing, because, you throw bombs. Like, there's nothing cool about that except for the fact that you can make explosions happen. Oh, and for an alternate attack, you can aim and throw. Or jump and throw. 31, Needle. So I generally don't like using the needle power-ups, and this one, of course, because the fast attack is at the very beginning. Besides that, slow. Also, for this one, your spikes shrink super quickly. Not like the speed of them shrinking, but the time it takes for them to start shrinking. And, the only good thing I can see this being is if you're in an area with a lot of small enemies. Besides that, it's just there. 30, Ice. Okay, so it's the only cool thing I see about this is the fact that you ice skate and twirl to jump. Besides that, it's you just blow air, and it looks like you have an icy. The hat. Oh, the hat looks like Spike, but with ice. A little bit. Besides that, I don't like it. 29, fire. So, this one, there's not too much to say. It's like, ice, except instead of freezing your enemies, you can light them on fire or put fire on the ground. Besides that, the general design looks a little close, except instead of icy spikes, it's just fire on your head, like a green, no, not green, gold crown. Yeah, but besides that, there's nothing too much. Ooh, but you can do Kirby's dash attack in Super Smash Bros. Although it lasts for like no time. 28, Ranger. So, yeah, I know this is the first time they gave Kirby a gun, but it's just the design of it is bland. Like, sure, he has a hat with like a flashlight that barely works. Like, look, see that light? That's from the fat flashlight, not that good. And it also takes a while to fully charge, and all it is a big star. I just don't like it. It's not that cool. 27, sword. Okay, I know, it's the basic sword. I shouldn't expect too much from it. Except, like, so I put this one a little higher than all the other basic ones because sword is the only one who has like an attack for the slide. Also, it reminds me of whenever Link absorbs, or whenever Kirby absorbs Link from Super Smash Bros. Besides that, nothing too much to explain about this. 26, Cutter. So, I don't like, I think Cutter's a little bit better than Sword because it's like Sword, except it's long ranged and you can hold it, and that make it go fast. And also there's Final Cutter, which without having a copy ability made its way to Super Smash Bros., which gave it a few bonus points. That's Final Cutter. Besides that, it's pretty bland. 25, Drill. The reason why Drill is higher up than most of the basics is because it's cool. You got a freaking drill on your head. Although I don't use this one that much in the game, I think it's cool because you can literally make what's called a quake shake of any size, like that, or okay, not any size, but like it has to be a certain size. But still, I think it's cool because you have a drill on your head, and you can do like that, a dash attack into the ground, or just sit there and shoot an echo thing. But it's very bad in game. Don't use it unless it's for puzzles. If you actually like this, I despise you. 24, Hammer. So I also gave it kind of special treatment with Cutter making its own way into Super Smash Bros. Without needing to absorb an enemy. But I mean, you can spin around like in Super Smash Bros. And if you don't do it, if you don't release it at full charge, instead of taking damage, it burns. And now you have a stick, but it comes back. Also, you can just smack the crap out of enemies. Or you can twirl in the air like Sword. Or smack the ground by holding the attack button in the air. But, as usual, the design, it's just a headband with a hammer. Nothing too exciting. 23. Crash. Okay, this, I say, in my opinion, this is the best basic ability. Mostly because you have a giant energy core on your head, and you're basically a living nuke. The only bad thing is it's one-time use. So, yeah. Yeah. A living nuke. 22. Blizzard Ice. Okay, listen. I know this is a fully powered up copy ability. I just don't like the design. I mean, I think it's cool that it can make giant walls of ice that slowly thaw out and you can kick them. And the fact that it's so fast for enemies to freeze. Like, look at this mini boss. Mr. Sandbag. He's already frozen. And it does huge ice damage. But I just say it looks like ice, but with more icicle and more crown. And you still keep the jump from ice. Yeah. Number 21, Storm Tornado. Okay, I know what you're thinking. Mr. Cool 460, why do you hate fully powered up copy abilities? It's not that I hate them, it's just that the design is bad. Like, all it is tornado except thunderclouds that are black and black thunderclouds, and you have more of a Zeus crown than just kind of a circle. And sure, the tornado is bigger and leaves behind a giant trail of clouds, and it shoots out lightning that gets enemies caught up and shoots out lightning. But it's just the design. I don't like it. I know. 20. Chakram Cutter. Okay. This is the second evolution to Cutter, and I'm not giving it special treatment because no one really uses the Mii Sword Fighter's Chakram attack, because there's so many characters who already have a boomerang attack. And this one doesn't really have much. I mean, it still has Final Cutter and shoots out 2 chakrams. But, it's basically just Cutter, but twice. And you can still do the chargy thingy. 19. Crystal Needle. Okay. I don't like this design because it's too much like normal Spike, but I do like it more than normal Spike because you leave crystals behind. You have a bigger ball, last longer while you're big, and and you throw spiky needles things. Like needles are spiky. Well, this, yeah. And of course, and again, the fastest part of the entire thing is the very beginning, or if you're doing it in air. Besides that, boring. Number 18, Noble Ranger. Okay, so this one is kind of like normal Ranger, except fancy hat, 2 guns, but it's super weak, and of course it takes a long time to charge up the charged attack. I say the only thing that makes it better than normal Ranger is the fact that you can shoot more than one bullet, star bullets at once. Like that. Besides that, of course, it's just like Ranger. 17, Wild Hammer. Okay, so this is one of the few power-ups that are after their own boss. This one's like normal hammer, except it's super hard to attack quickly. So if you have a bunch of opponents that are around you from the back, from the front, from the side, everywhere, yeah, you're probably gonna take a lot of damage. I mean, it does like strong attacks, it's just super slow. And the design is different. You have a giant stone pickaxe, I think, and you have a skin suit, hat, I think, and paint on your face and on your hammer. I just don't like the design or the attack. 16, Chain Bomb. Okay, I like this one better than the normal bomb, mostly because it can have big explosions like that. But I also don't like it too much because with the normal bomb, you just kind of throw them everywhere, like you don't really care where they go. But for Chain Bomb, you need to have a strategy to make them need to connect so you get big attacks like that. Because if they don't attack, they're not that good. Look, here's one without the whole chain. See how much damage that did? Barely any. Here's two with the chain, or 3. Mr. Sandman, if you could... Here's two with the chain. It kind of makes a little hazard storm, but you know, you gotta concentrate on fighting, not connecting bombs to make them go boom. Also, you can accidentally kick them into other bombs, ruining the chain. So, yeah. Not that good. 15, Giant Sword. I like this one so much better than the normal sword for one thing. Big sword smack. You can do that one thing and it's just amazing seeing the fact that you can charge it up and smack the ground and then roll. It's just a masterpiece. And look at the design. It's like a wild edge. It's like a wild edge. And its damage is pretty low for how big of a sword it is, so that kind of put it down the list. 14, Volcano Fire. You have a literal volcano made out of lava on your head, and you spew out magma balls. And you can, and the burn attack goes even further, and you can use it more than once. See? The old one, you could only use it once. If you were skilled, you could probably do it twice. Also, it does, if you're close to the ground, it'll leave little burn marks on the ground and do damage from the behind. Yeah, it's pretty cool. 13, Time Crash. I know, surprised. The most probably overpowered copy ability in the game, number 13. And it's still one-time use, and the explosion itself, I think, doesn't do any damage. Yeah, it doesn't. It would be cool if it did damage, and then it started doing damage with the near attack. Also, it's time for slow-moing, or slow motioning. It's low. It's not. If you don't hit an enemy, it's not gonna last a long time. So, yeah. It's kinda good, but kinda bad. You need a lot of enemies close by to make it last long, but besides that, if it's a mini-boss or you're doing the Coliseum, don't do this. You're better with Crash in the Coliseum. 12. Clutter Needle. I know, you're surprised. How is Clutter Needle better than Time Crash? Guess what? It's not. I just like the design more. The fact that there's so many pointy things while you're in the ball form, it's amazing. And the fact that whenever you're done, a bunch of spiky objects come out of you, I like that. Besides that, I don't like it. 11. Pencil Drill. I like this one because you have a pencil and a sharpener, and you drill through the ground with that. And whenever you go in and out, there's paper shreds, showing that while you're underground, the sharpener is going. Also, whenever you get out of the ground, you shoot a pencil, and each one's different color. Also, while you're in the air, standing still, more paper shreds comes out. I like that. 10. Twin Drill. I like this one a little bit better than Pencil Drill, only because you have a giant saw blade on your head along with 2 giant drills, and the saw blade pops out while you're drilling and it deals damage that way. Watch. It's pretty weak though. Also, you still shoot out drills, and if you stand still, the drills go up, and the saw blade still comes out if you stand still. Besides that, I honestly hate using the drill in the game. This was probably, it was either Sleep, Crash, or Drill that I used the least. 9. Toy Hammer. I like Toy Hammer better than Wild Hammer, not because it's stronger, because it's a squeaky hammer. And it's weird how you go from wood hammer to squeaky hammer and somehow it's better, but you attack so quickly, and you have a little skateboard helmet on. I just find it cute. It's adorable. Also, you can make the plastic burn as I'm demonstrating, and then it's just a little stick 8. Meta Knight Sword. What's better than cosplaying as the best character in Kirby? And if you have full health, you can wield the Master Sword and throw sword beams. Also, certain attacks have bats that come out, like his charged spin attack. Also, if you dodge, if you hold the block button, slide, hit the jump button while sliding, and then hit B, you do Mithra side B, and you can move with it. And then you hit the ground to make fire somehow. That's not Mithra side B. 7. Frosty Ice. This is another power-up where you get to cosplay as a mini-boss. You blow out your ice and get to make frosty snowmen that, if you push them, they kind of make ice spikes out of the ground. But I just like the design. I like the design. The fact that you have a little hat on with the fur on the back and even the jean hole. Yeah, I think it's cool. Also, you can make an army of snowmen. Attack. Besides that, well, I find it cool. 6. Homing bomb. Okay, let me get this straight. You go from chain bomb to where you have to pay attention on where you throw them to make big attack, to just throwing them wherever and hoping that they stick together to make big attacks, and the fact that they home into their opponent like that. Great combination. 5. Space Ranger. Okay, so you go from rapid fire to single fire again. Okay, it's got a good purpose. You can charge it up to make it really strong already, and it charges up its final super quickly into energy core zapper that does a lot of damage. Like a lot of damage. Like a lot of damage. Yeah. Use this to wipe out bosses quickly. Also, I like the fact that there's something, I don't know what it is, but there's something going on in his hat, like a little star thing. Also, you have a little antenna, so it looks like that you're a robot and you're getting controlled even though you're not. 4. Masked Hammer. Okay, I like this more than all the hammers. 1, you dual wield. 2, you look like a main boss. Unlike Meta Knight, you can only fight him in the Coliseum. But you fight King Dedede 4 times. And you get this as a reward from King Dedede. And doing your three hit hammer attack, a giant tornado appears. Doing your slam on the air slam attack, 4 tornadoes appear. It's pretty weak, but it attacks quickly. And its third slam will just, if it's not a boss, it'll, like, flatten them. Also, the spin attack, it's even better because you spin more. Also, your fire hammers not even attacking deal damage. That's pretty cool. 3. Buzzsaw Cutter. I was super excited whenever I got this because it's a giant saw blade, and yes, you can shoot multiple. It looks like I'm not, but I am. Oh, yeah. Also, if it hits a wall, it kind of just bounces. Also, the charge up return attack is really strong. And yes, that attack too does bounce off the walls. Also, this is what happens whenever you hit a Waddle Dee with a fully charged attack. See that one that's up? They get striked. Yeah, that's why I like this one. It's a hat with a giant deadly blade on it. Two, Dragon Fire. Okay, you have a dragon's claw with its wings with purple fire on your head, and the range is far. Also, super fire. Also, your burning attack is super far. But the reason why it's not number 1 is because it's not one Morpho Knight's sword. This is the most OP sword in the game. It's like the normal Meta Knight sword with the whole full HP thing, except it's dodge, you teleport. Far. If you jump and if you hold jump and dodge, if you're in the air and you hold the block button and the attack button at the same time, you do Morpho Knight's Screech attack. Or if you block and use the attack button, you send out the little soul things, and you can do the thing that all swords can do, and then instead of just spinning, how about giant sword, but with tornadoes? This sword lasts a short time, but as long as you charge it up, it's there forever. Like, watch. It'll eventually start blinking. Eventually. Okay? And then I charge it up. Boom. It stopped blinking. But it has to be the second chain thing, or else it's not gonna work. Yeah, that's why the sword is the most OP thing in the game. And that's the video. That was my opinion on the best and worst Kirby and the Forgotten Lands copy abilities. Remember to like, subscribe. I'm trying to hit a goal of 30 subscribers, so subscribing would really help me reach that goal. And trying to upload weekly. It's very hard to do that without me knowing that y'all are still watching. And so, yeah, just remember to enjoy the next video.